What's up, gang? How we doing out there? Welcome back to the SledgeHammer Sports Network for our SledgeHammer Wrestling Show, TLC, preview and predictions. I am your host, Nick Nightmare. Let's set up the crawl at the bottom there. Here we go. Our information is rolling, and so are we. Let's get started today. Before we get into TLC, there's a few things that I want to talk about today. I want to give a little plug to the first ever SledgeHammer Sports Network Pro Wrestling Awards. Now, this is going to be set up by me. We are finally finalizing the categories and the nominees, and I want you guys to get involved. And you could do that in two ways right now. If I come up with any other ways, we will let you know on the Nightmare Room this weekend, where we will be unveiling our categories and our nominees. You can get involved by checking me out at Twitter. Look, I'm going to be putting some Twitter polls up there. You could vote there. You could leave a comment below after you hit that like button for me and let me know who you want to win in particular categories. State it there in the comments. Maybe even on Facebook at our SledgeHammer Facebook page. I might have them listed up there as well. Well, we'll see how that all shapes itself up. Also, I have been notified that our new wrestling crate is on the way. So we're going to have another Wrestle Crate unboxing very, very soon. Keep your eye tuned to the channel for that. And one last little note before we get to TLC. I've only just found out from watching NXT this week that there's going to be an NXT live special Saturday night. So we are in for a nice weekend of wrestling. This is going to set up to be, if it's only an hour, it's going to be one hell of an hour, because the two matches that have been announced are the rematch for Shinsuke Nakamura against the NXT champion Samoa Joe, and Asuka gets finally a viable challenger in Nia Jax, who's coming back down to NXT for this particular special just to take on the Empress of Tomorrow. Should shape up to be one hell of an hour of NXT. I'm going to be there. You should be too. Live on the WWE Network from Osaka, Japan. And there's rumors going around that Shinsuke Nakamura might win the title, being that he's there. But we all know that when you're in your hometown, you're most likely not going to win. And there have been rumors, and I have heard some spoilers about some of the upcoming NXT tapings, but I'm not going to divulge that here to any of you. If you are not in the know, I don't want to ruin what I already know, which might not even be the case. They might be doing this to throw everybody off, and we'll see. I can't say any more without spoiling anything. So let's get to this Sunday's pay-per-view. SmackDown Live presents Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. This is going to be a great show, guys. There's one minor exception, as I noted in the previous review of SmackDown this week. Baron Corbin versus Kalisto in a chairs match. Not looking forward to that match. I don't see it being entertaining at all. If they're able to pull it off, it'll be great. I mean, Kalisto's a talented guy. Baron Corbin is insane. And he has a lot of talent and potential, especially between the ropes, man. He is one of my favorite guys coming up from NXT, and they're just not really using him in the way I thought they would. They're not establishing him as a dominant predator, this lone wolf character. He's really playing it to the fullest and keeping himself to himself, and this one-man crusade against the cruiserweights just doesn't come off well to me. I don't understand why he would not want the little guys around. He's not going to be fighting the little guys, so who cares? This whole thing with Kalisto just kind of blown out of proportion, and I'm not enjoying it. So I'm not looking forward to this match. And what is a chairs match? Is it really just a no DQ match? I mean, what is it? Come on. I'm not sure. This next matchup is one that I by far am very much looking forward to. Nikki Bella versus Carmella in a no disqualification grudge match. And as I've said before, both of these girls have been on fire. Carmella is a little on the mic, but she's just getting started. She's got a ways to go, and she's come along very well. I'm not going to say too much bad about her. And Nikki Bella has just been on a roll, man. She, between the ropes, she has really come a long way. If you go back and look at any of the stuff that the Bellas did in the beginning, you would never believe that this particular woman would grow to be the longest reigning Divas champion and one of the most talented people on the roster, even without her sister around. Nikki Bella is a force, and I think she sees that this is her time to really not outshine, but to make the whole division shine and be the flag bearer and help all of the girls, as well as making herself look like a fucking beast, man. She is probably going to win this one. Carmella's been getting the edge over her at almost every turn. Nikki Bella only now has slightly started to come around and get a little bit of vengeance here and there. So this match, I think, is going to Nikki Bella. We're going to have a tag team title match, one that we didn't think we would have a couple of weeks ago. We have the Wyatt family with Randy Orton, which, I was one of those that said Randy Orton is not going to stay in the Wyatt family. And he's not, but it's definitely going a lot longer than I originally anticipated. I love it. Randy Orton standing next to Bray Wyatt in this group almost makes the Wyatts the most fearsome group I've ever seen. And I certainly wouldn't want to be on the other end of their wrath, man. And Randy Orton just looks creepy, and he's always had that psycho kind of look to him. So he just fits. He doesn't have the beard, he doesn't have the crazy hair, but he fits somehow. I don't know how it works, but it does. And I love it. And I'm telling you right now, you're looking at your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions in the Wyatts. Heath Slater and Rhino, they have no chance against a unified Bray Wyatt and Viper Randy Orton. Bray Wyatt has a perfect snake in his corner, man, and they're going to have these titles, and I don't even think American Alpha's going to take it off him for a long while. Maybe not even leading into WrestleMania, which maybe they'll lose it by then and have a one-on-one, blow-off type of feud match between Randy and Bray at WrestleMania after this finally breaks down, because it will break down. But as of right now, they are more unified than ever, and they're coming out with the tag team titles. SmackDown Women's Title Match. Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. My favorite little firecracker on the roster. In a tables match. This is going to show you that when given the proper time and given the proper match type and venue and build, that these girls are going to steal the show. They've been doing some great stuff with the women on SmackDown, and this is going to be a highlight. They're going to take this and show Sasha and Charlotte, this is how you do it, girls. Trust me, it's going to be way better than what we got at Hell in the Cell. No question. And maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Maybe it won't be that good, but I can't see it going that way. Becky Lynch is phenomenal. Alexa Bliss is phenomenal. No pun intended, as I wear my phenomenal t-shirt. I'm not reading the shirt. It's just that's how they are. They are out of this world. Two above average talents on the female side of the superstar roster, and they're going to steal it. They're going to steal the show. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave the title to Alexa. She's just been red hot, man, and there's been nobody better on the mic. She's the best female villain character that they have had in a long time. She plays the bad girl better than anybody I've ever seen. She's mean. She's sadistic in the ring. She fights like a heel. So she would be perfect to be the next in line to carry that title, and then have Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch and Naomi chase her, and always have her win up until WrestleMania, where you can have somebody finally dethrone the true queen of pro wrestling, which will be Alexa Bliss. And I think maybe they're going to go that route. And I think Alexa Bliss is going to win this match and be our new SmackDown Women's Champion. This one I'm really looking forward to. Intercontinental Ladder Match, which historically has stolen the show at every pay-per-view it's ever been booked at, no matter who the participants have been. And this year we will have The Miz, our Intercontinental Champion, going one-on-one against Dolph Ziggler. This ladder match, I mean, Dolph Ziggler, man, he is going to do whatever it takes to be the one who steals the show. He wears it on the back of his tights. That's his gig. He's the show-off. And a ladder match has to be good, because historically, you are going to be measured against the greats like Razor and Shawn and The Rock and Triple H, who have had phenomenal ladder matches all throughout the Attitude Era. And Edge and Christian and the Hardys and all those tag team ladder matches that have come before. There is a list that it would probably take us a whole show to just go down how many ladder matches were held and have been epic or historic in some way, shape, or form. I totally expect this to join those ranks. These two guys, The Miz has been on a roll unlike I've ever seen before. His wrestling in the ring, his mic skills have always been there, but never to the crisp and clean, precise point that he's been as of late. The Miz has been the best in his career right now. And the same could be said for Dolph. These guys have matured, they have grown as performers, and they are ready, both of them, to be the main event, and they view the Intercontinental title as a main event title. They are constantly pushing to be the main event over the WWE Heavyweight Championship, and in the hands of AJ Styles, that's not going to happen, guys. It's going to be main event worthy, and I cannot wait to see what these guys have in store for us. Don't be surprised if we see some really different stuff, some new stuff. They always find a way. And these two talents in particular, The Miz, even though he's been great, he feels like he has a lot to prove, because all of us on the internet and all the smart marks and all of his critics who put him down and say he's not what he believes he is, and I think he can be one of the greatest if he just continues on this path that he is. I don't see The Miz dropping the title again to Dolph Ziggler. They keep playing hot potato with all these titles. You're not going to make them mean anything, and I think in the hands of The Miz, it's going to do more, because like I said, a heel champion just comes off better, and it's more fun to root for the good guy, and you give him that win every once in a while and let him have a title reign, but eventually, you know, a bad guy's whole point is to beat the good guy and cheat to win, and that's the way to book, especially in championship angles. And there's rumors that guys like Ty Dillinger are coming up, and, you know, feeding these guys into the Intercontinental picture would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Throwing him with these guys, or even if you brought Sami Zayn over, or Cesaro, if you're able to keep him in the company and you throw him, can you imagine Cesaro versus The Miz over the Intercontinental title? It would probably be fantastic. Even if it was Ziggler versus Cesaro, Ziggler versus Zayn. Ziggler, Zayn, and Cesaro. Triple threat to see who faces The Miz to establish a number one contender. The possibilities are endless. But let's not get off track, and let's stay on the fact that The Miz is going to win this ladder match by hook or by crook. Maurice might get involved. Spirit Squad maybe again. I don't know. But he's going to win this match. That's my prediction on that one. And finally, the WWE Heavyweight Championship of the World, currently held by the phenomenal one. This way. Here we go. This guy right here. AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Now we have a tables match. We have a chairs match. we have a ladders match and a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Isn't that clever of them? Ambrose and AJ going to tear it down. These are the two premier talents on the roster. There is nobody better in the WWE right now than AJ Styles. This is going to be his first ladder match, I believe. And I'm not counting what the hell happened on SmackDown. That was a joke. Right? This is going to be his first official, not ladder match, but TLC match. And again, just like Miz and Ziggler before them, these guys got a lot to prove. And they're going to have a hell of a card, hell of an undercard to follow. So expect big things from this match. And I'm hoping against all hope that what happened to James Ellsworth last week keeps him from the arena during the pay-per-view. I do not really believe that's going to happen. I have a feeling they're going to have him hobble his ass out there with his neck brace on or whatever, cause some kind of distraction, and hopefully, or at least in my opinion, he's going to be the reason for Dean Ambrose to lose again. And this whole little Dean Ambrose, James Ellsworth thing is going to start to crumble and hopefully fall away quickly. I don't know what they're going to do with Ellsworth. The best thing they could do is throw him to the Cruiserweight division. If they get the Cruiserweight division on SmackDown, I think he would get over more there. The crowd is more accepting at Full Sail. But they don't do a lot of their taping now at Full Sail with the 205 Live going on. They do a lot of this stuff after SmackDown, which we discussed on the review, and all the reasons I don't like that. If you missed that, you can go check that one out. I'll link that in the description below. But in the end, you guys, the Phenomenal One is going to stay our champion. And rumors and speculation are running rampant that AJ Styles is going to fight The Undertaker for the Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble coming up in January. If that is the route they're taking, I am all for it. Nobody deserves this moment more than AJ Styles. To go one-on-one against The Undertaker, the Phenom, versus the Phenomenal One. It is a match made in heaven for us in the wrestling community. That is fantasy warfare, not Brock and Bill Goldberg. But we're not going to talk about them. Going to be a fantastic show, you guys. Make sure you are there. SmackDown presents TLC this Sunday night on the WWE Network. I'm going to have my review probably immediately following. Tune into the SledgeHammer Sports Show for that. Immediately following the pay-per-view. No, I'm not going to go live with it. We will have it up after the pay-per-view, shortly after the pay-per-view, but not immediately after. Don't forget, you guys, we got our award show coming up. I want you guys to be involved. If you are still here, hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already. Smash that thumbs up. Give me that like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. I don't care. I need you guys to be interactive. They're saying that views and recommendations on YouTube are being generated now through likes and comments and interactivity. So I need you guys to help me out. The more you watch me, the more you like, the more you interact, the more we'll grow, and the better we'll get together. Because if you enjoy me, because I know I enjoy you just for being here, little support will be nice. So just hit that like button. It's not that hard. Just little clickety-do down at the bottom for me there. Our award show's coming up. Take your time and pick carefully. There's going to be a few choices that I want you guys to vote on. Then I'm going to have a few standalone awards. I'm just going to pick a winner. That show we are going to try to do live at the end of the month, right before the end of the year. And as long as the live stream works, we're going to do it that way. If it doesn't, I'll record it as a standalone special and put it up there for you guys. Hoping for the live stream to work so you could be there and chat and we could be interactive and discuss things as it's happening. So don't forget to check out the categories for that. Our WrestleCrate review will be coming up. NXT Live Saturday night. I'm going to do a review on that with our review of SmackDown Live. Don't forget to tune into the Nightmare Room this weekend to get all your categories. We're going to talk more about what has happened this weekend, and we got some more special news stories coming up in that one. So stay tuned. That'll be this Sunday, the Nightmare Room on the Sledgehammer Sports Network, right here on YouTube.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is my boy Blue, who's a big fan of the Blue brand, being that it's his namesake. Right here at the Sledgehammer Sports Network. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am Nick Nightmare, and we'll see you next time.